So what we're gonna do today is we will be repotting this photos plant, or I should say pothos. It's golden pothos there. So I have two of these. Let me just get the other one. Okay, so I have two here. So I only had one. I only had one in the beginning, but since it's very long, it's too long, I cut this and I have placed this here. And so far, it's growing well, so I will repot them both using this golden pot here. It's pretty nice. And I will be using their original soil, but I will be mixing it with coco peat here, because every house plants, these pothos also needs a well draining soil. So what I'll do is I'll mix this coco peat into the original soil before I place them on the pot. Okay. So let's do the mother plant first. The mommy plant. So these guys doesn't want to be very wet. So as you can see here, the soil is dry, but they're thriving. So let me gently lift them up. By the way, the soil is not really a soil, but we call it soil medium. But here what you can see is the rice hulls. So what we will do today is to mix the rice hulls with these coco peat, so it will have a little moisture in it. Okay. And I will also try to put some Osmo coat in it, so it will have a fertilizer inside. So let's put this in. Okay, pretty much everything, because our pot is bigger than its original soil. So let me put this baby here. And of course, this one, when you place them inside the house, it should be in a place where either it's in a stand, or it can be hanged. If you have like a macrame hanger or something to hang it with, but you can also place it in a table where you can place it in a corner, because for sure the leaves, or sorry, the branches will fall down like that. See? It's beautiful. So there. It looks very nice. Oh, I like, again, my favorite, like I mentioned in my previous videos, my favorites are the ones that has variegated leaves. So there you go. Okay, so I think we're done with the first one. Very easy, but of course we need to make sure that we're doing it right so they won't die. So let's get you there for the meantime, and let's repot this second one. So I hope this baby right here will also survive well. Because they're pretty easy to take care of, and hindi sila yung sensitive masyado. So I think this one will try really well. So now I have prepared the coco peat. By the way, I will be adding some more here. just to fill in some gaps. Still has space inside. Okay. Alright, so I think you will like your place. You will like your new place now. Okay. For this one, I will be needing my tool. This one hasn't rooted so well yet, but you can see here that's the root, so I'm gonna take them off for now, and then I'll mix the soil with these coconuts. There you have it. We have repotted our 2 golden pothos. Okay. And I'll put it inside our house. We'll see if it works well there, because this one needs lighting also. Probably it'll stay in the garden for a little bit of probably a week before I put them inside the house, because I wanted it to, you know, build its roots and become stronger before I transfer to another place. Now let's go to the repotting of my hibiscus plants. So these hibiscus are the ones I've grown from cuttings. So let me show you. All right. So I mentioned in my garden tour, you know, in my very first vlog, very first video, that I have asked my neighbor in the subdivision if she can give me a cutting of their hibiscus. The hibiscus already has grown big, so mature. It's placed in front of their porch, and there, when I got the cuttings, I divided them into 4. These are long cuttings, by the way. So I divided them into 4, I cut them into 4, and I just pretty much put them in the soil. And then they're growing. You can see the leaves here, very healthy, and not that much maintenance. So now that they're growing well, I will be repotting them in these two pots. Okay. So pretty much hibiscus, they're not so sensitive about what soil you will use, but of course it also needs to be healthy and well draining. So I have here a loam soil. So I have here a complete organic mix of loam soil. I got this from the garden center nearby, and this is what I use to repot these guys. So let's go. Okay, I have filled these 2 pots with soil. Now let's get ready. So we need to get them out of the pot, the plastic pot, gently. So I hope hindi siya magtampo pag natanggal. So I'm trying to squeeze the pot so I'm not hurting the stem and the roots. Now they're off. So look, They're pretty grown, but look at the roots. It's not yet so stabilized like this one. It's not as huge yet, but look at the growing leaf. So I'll put these two together in this pot. Make sure that the tiny root that I have shown you earlier will have a space to go in. Okay. Okay. I will not fill it up soil until this part only, because I want to make sure that when I water them there's enough space. At the same time, I will let them kind of grow, but probably while it's growing and the leaf will come up, I might be adding in some soil into it. All right, so that's the first one. Pot these babies next. I just don't want to uproot them right away. They're very gently. So these two, I don't see that much roots. I think it's still growing. Look at these. Look at these. Look at these whites here. This is where they will grow the roots. This is not rot, by the way, or this is not a fungi. It's pretty hard. So this is where the root will come out. So let's just add a little bit of soil to make sure they have enough for their growth. Because again, the nutrients for these plants will come from the soil that we put in. Okay, let me add a little here. The other one. I think we're good with these two. So I hope that they will also thrive well. I wanted to put them in the sun already because I kind of like keep them away from sun. But these types of plants, in order for them to grow really well, they need to be in the sun, you know, sunlight, so that they can do their photosynthesis process. They can process their food. So I will do that. I will place them under the sun so that they could continue to grow well. And that's it. All right, that's it for another session, guys, of our repotting. I hope you've learned something about how to repot hibiscus plant. Or by the way, this plant is famous in the Philippines. It's called gumamela. The flower of this one is golden yellow. So hopefully I'll get to see the flower, you know, in the coming months when they grow and mature. I hope you learned something about how to repot pothos plant, and you could also do some type of repotting and you can share them with me as well. All right, for this video, I hope you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, Jan's Garden and Home Living. And till our next one, bye.